There's another trail over there, over here. I'm not sure where it goes. Like, you can't really see it. I don't know if I don't know if you can flip it. I'm trying to do film. You can see there's a house over there. I don't know what exactly it is. I'm not sure what's over there. It's very loud, so hopefully you can hear me. It's a cemetery. We're cleaning up the cemetery. What cemetery is that, though? I'm not sure. I really like this trail. I really like it. I really like it. So amazingly beautiful and peaceful out here. But anyways, yeah, we took a sitting my postpartum mental illnesses or whatever. I think also that adds up to agoraphobia, so I have a bit of that. And kind of really didn't have that too much until I had kids. And then, like, all your anxiety and all that shit is worse when you have them. Well, my therapist has me diagnosed with autism, ADHD, combined ADHD. I think I'll talk about it before, but and then GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder. I don't know if it's because autism, you have your own specific anxiety with that, and a lot of us autistics get misdiagnosed with GAD when it's really that because we're autistic. It's just the autism. So then, sorry, it keeps cutting my face off. I'm trying to get it to. And then I also have major depressive disorder, which could still be the autism, but I don't know. My mom also has that. And we've had it for our whole life. I don't take anything for any of those. I used to. Last thing I took was Lexapro and Geodon when I was 18, and they were supposed to do the blood tests and stuff for all that. Lexapro, I know it works. But it does what a lot of the antidepressants do, and that's mess with your libido and your ability to So it's like, I didn't know that at the time because I didn't have my first until I was like almost 19. I probably was 19 because I had to take a while to get that out of my system, the Lexapro. So I don't want to take that again. I'm not saying I'm struggling too much, but I'm actually in a place where I feel safe enough to feel all this stuff, and stuff will come up to be filled. And it looks like you're going backwards with your healing, but it's not that. It's not the case, because I feel my general baseline, I feel happy, content, and excited, and happy with life. Even when I first moved here, I felt trapped, and like smothered, and oh my god, I'm away from home. But it's just because I've never lived here before, and I was used to being alone for 2 years before, or being single, and then also before that, because like most of my relationships, like all of them were not like this. Maybe in the beginning they wanted to spend a lot of time, but this is actually, I guess you could say it's like my first healthy relationship, even though I thought I had already been in one before. Sometimes it don't look that way, but everybody fights in relationships. It depends on something in my shoe. It depends on how you repair. Sorry, there's something in my shoe and it's poking my foot. And so, yeah, with all my other relationships, it started out good, most of them. Or I was just ignoring the red flags, because I didn't know any better. Like, you go with what you're familiar with, and I have childhood trauma. So it's like, this was like home. Because it was, those are called trauma bonds. not bonding over having the same trauma. That's not a trauma bond. Those are called trauma bonds. When you're in relationships that mirror your relationship you had in your childhood, or, you know, like that. And those are a bitch to get out of. That's why they're called trauma bonds. I'm not sure what street this is. I don't even know how far away. Let me check the time. 1:16. Just wanted to see the time. Because my boyfriend gets off at 3. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, my other relationship started out as like, oh, this is amazing, blah blah blah, it's really good, or whatever, and then slowly over time it's called diminishing returns. I don't know how to explain that, but basically it's just kind of self-explanatory. I could look it up and show you.